guys, it's Peyton and today I'm going to be talking about what I plan to read for the Stranger Things Readathon 2020. If you have not yet seen my announcement video that explains everything about this readathon, I highly recommend you go do that. I also have 5 other co-hosts who also made videos going in depth explaining the readathon, giving recommendations on the books that you could possibly read for the challenges, and I just highly recommend you check those out before you watch this. So if you want to join in, you will have a better understanding of how this readathon is going to work. But pretty much we have 3 different teams: Scoops Troop, Griswold Fam, and Eagle's Nest. It's 3 groups with a bunch of our characters, and I am co-hosting Griswold Family with my friend Brittany from Brittany and Books, and I'm actually wearing a shirt that has the entirety of Griswold Family on it. I love it so freaking much. I'm going to be talking about what I plan to read. I have 6 challenges that I'm doing. I actually picked a book for each challenge since this is a month-long readathon in September, so I thought I could probably make it doable if I pick 6 books for each challenge. Also, I do plan, or I hope to read for some challenges from the other teams, like some of the challenges that I think are really cool and I could find books for. I might do that, but I'm going to be weekly vlogging the Stranger Things readathon, so you can keep up with those videos so you can see what I read, and if I do read all these books and then start some more books that might go for different challenges. But let's go ahead and get into my TBR. So the first challenge was Max on 11, read a book featuring a strong female friendship. This was kind of hard for me because I just couldn't think of anything, but I ended up finding on my shelves The Nowhere Girls by Amy Reed. This book is supposed to be really similar to this other book that I really love called Moxie by Jennifer Matthew. I believe it's about 3 girls who come together after one classmate had to move away because I think they were raped and were being bullied and like accused of lying and just horrible stuff. This high school that they're at is really messed up and misogynistic, it seems like. These 3 girls, Grace, Rosina, and Erin, are fighting back against that, and it seems like they're having a friendship together while fighting back against the terrible things that have been happening in their school. I think this is going to be a really powerful read. My friend Julia from A Reader's World really loved this one. I think it's a good time to read it, and I'm sure there's female friendships in here, so I'm super excited to give it a try. I think this cover is really cute too with the pink. The second challenge is Nancy, read a nonfiction book or a mystery novel. You could pick either one, and I actually had a nonfiction book that I've been needing to read. How to Be Anti-Racist by Ibram X. Kendi. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. This is a very important book, obviously, about how to be anti-racist. The title is very straight to the point. It tells you what this is going to be about. I've heard really great things about this. It's something that's probably going to be super informative and important for me to read and just educate myself and better inform myself about, you know, being an anti-racist and being a better person and a more educated person, so I can continue in the future making sure that I am not messing up and I am doing what needs to be done and standing up for people and everything. I'm really excited to get to this one. For challenge number 3, I actually don't have this book yet because it hasn't come out yet. It comes out in September though, so I thought it would be a good idea to pick it up because the cover is gorgeous, because challenge number 3 is to read a book with a picture perfect cover, so you can really just pick any book that you think is pretty. And for me, I picked Grown by Tiffany D. Jackson. I believe this is a book about a black girl who wakes up by like a murdered body, like there's blood everywhere, and she didn't do it. She has no idea what happened, or I think she has no memory, like even if she even did it or not. Obviously that sounds crazy and sounds like it's going to be a rough day. Like I have no idea what's gonna happen, but this cover is gorgeous. It's so eye-catching, and I actually read a book called Monday's Not Coming from this author, I think last month, and I absolutely loved that book. I definitely have my eye out for this one. It has a striking premise, a striking cover, and I just feel like it's gonna be fabulous. For challenge number 4, Mike, read a book that has a soft boy character in it. I was kind of struggling for this one because obviously this one's a little bit harder to find because you need to know about characters in a book that you haven't already read. So I totally get if y'all skip this challenge because, you know, it might be harder to find, but I didn't want to skip it because I love soft boy characters, and I ended up, Macy, shut up. I ended up choosing a book I've already read that I've really wanted to reread, so that was a little bit easier for me to find a soft boy character, and that is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. And I'm kinda maybe breaking the rules a little bit because Rhysand from this trilogy, he seems like a bad boy, but inside he's a really soft boy. Like, he's just amazing. I freaking love him so much. And I think he's a soft boy, so I proclaim him a soft boy. So I am going to do this, and he's not even the love interest in this book. But I'm going to be rereading this whole trilogy, and, you know, I gotta start with this one, and he's in this book, so I'm just so excited to reread this series because I have not reread them, and I love them. My friend Brittany recently reread the books. She didn't think she was gonna like them anymore, but she freaking loved them. She got me super hyped to reread them because it's just so much fun. I probably don't even need to explain this because I feel like so many people already know Sarah J Maas, but it's pretty much about a girl named Feyre. She's a human. She hunts for food for her family because they're really poor, and there's like this border between the human side of the world and the magical side that's filled with fae. Sometimes the magical border has little cracks in it and fae like get in, and one day she's hunting and she kills a fae that was transformed into a wolf. There's consequences for this. A high fae comes and kidnaps her, pretty much takes her to his home and tells her that she needs to stay there because she did bad. She killed his friend. It's kind of like a very loose retelling of Beauty and the Beast. I don't even really consider it that. I can't wait to reread it, mostly because of Rhysand, because I stan him. You know, I really do. So for the 5th challenge, Will read an underhyped / underappreciated book. I actually have 2 options for this. We're just gonna see which one I choose. The first one is A Restless Slumber. I forgot the author's name. This cover's really pretty. It's a self-published book. It's the second one in the series, and I read the first one. The author sent me the first 2, and I still haven't read the second one, and I really was into the first one. This one's all about like the Unseelie Court and this girl just moving in, trying to find her brother. Lots of fun. I don't even know how to explain it right now, but I highly recommend it if you want, like, I guess this is like a new adult fantasy series, and if you really like fae, if you really like the Cruel Prince, Sarah J Maas, like those vibes, I recommend this because it's lots of fun, and I can't wait to read this one. And it's definitely underhyped because a lot of people don't know about it. But my other option for this is Daughter of the Siren Queen, because I really want to read this one. It's the second one in a duology. The first one is Daughter of the Pirate King, and I read this one ages ago, years ago, and I really loved it, and I recommended it recently in a YA fantasy recommendations video. Go watch that. And I wanted to reread the first one so I could finally read the second one. I don't even own it yet because I was too broke, I guess, to buy the second one whenever it came out, like a long time ago. And it's all about this female pirate. She is the daughter of the Pirate King. She allowed herself to be captured by this enemy ship with this really hot captain because her dad wanted her to get information. He wanted her to steal something from them that they have that's really valuable. She's allowed herself to get captured. They think they captured her without her consent, but she's going undercover. She's trying to get stuff done, and she's really cool. She reminds me of like a female Jack Sparrow. It even says it on the blurb right here. It's just so much fun. I really want to read the second one, so if I finish rereading this one on audiobook, I might read that one in September. And for the 6th challenge, Lucas, read a book with a black main character or written by a black author. I chose A Blade So Black by L.L. McKinney. This is like a retelling of Alice in Wonderland, and I have been wanting to read this so freaking bad. It sounds so good. It is about this girl named Alice. Oh my god, that's not surprising at all. She lives in Atlanta, but she goes into like a dream realm that is Wonderland. That's what I pick up from the description. She has like nightmares, and it seems like the nightmares take her to Wonderland, and she has been like training and learning all about weapons and like fighting for like years. And I think it's because crazy shit is going on in Wonderland that she needs to prepare for. And one day her handsome and mysterious mentor is poisoned and she has to go into Wonderland to find the antidote. So it looks like she's going to have to go further into Wonderland than she ever has before. I'm so excited about this. I think it's a series. I have the second book as well. So like I'm really excited for this because it just sounds so good. So those are the books that I'm hoping to read for the Stranger Things readathon. Let me know if you're going to be participating as well. I really hope so. I feel like it's going to be so much fun, especially if people actually join in. I would love that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like it, comment down below, have a good day, please subscribe, make sure to follow all my social medias which are linked down below, and go click the bell button which is right by the subscribe button which you should already click, and goodbye.